Hello there, this is Reese Russell, host and owner of the Weekly Steelchair. Once again, you're tuning to the Just For You Guys podcast, brought to you by myself, Josiah and Temple, as we look back on this week's professional wrestling. Come and join as we discuss, we predict, we review, we do all of that on this show, and we have fun conversations with our chat, our community. This is the Just For You Guys podcast, live on the Weekly Steelchair, brought to you on YouTube. Enjoy. Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the Weekly Steelchair. How is everyone doing? Hope you're all doing well. We've got so much to get through in so much time. And of course, it is a pleasure to see all of you. Of course, it's me, host, owner, and man behind the channel, Reese, Josiah, etc. will be joining soon. But this is the place to be, and we want to see all from you guys. So do get in the comments, do get in the chat, enjoy what you can, and get involved, because that's the main thing. It's about having fun and just never letting that slip. Having fun's key, having fun's important. So come and get involved. Let us know what you like. Let us know what you dislike. Chester, good to see you. Always a pleasure. This is a channel where your views, your individual opinions, your wisdom is welcome as we look to enjoy the world of professional wrestling. Obviously, Glenn demanding I hurry up as per usual. Dan's been in the chat a little bit late. That's completely fine, man. That's completely fine, man. Before we do anything, a couple of things to get in order. First of all, if you are new to the Weekly Steelchair, please do like, share, and subscribe. Of course, it helps the channel, but also
You're welcome here to get involved in our Predictions Championship. You're welcome to get involved in our gaming promotion that we run, the Steelchair Wrestling Alliance. You're welcome to get involved in our watch-alongs, our classic game series, our debate shows, our quiz shows, everything. You're more than welcome to join. There's also a Discord, which is on our home link on the page on the channel. We're also on Twitch. If you're watching on Twitch, please do hit the follow button. If you're watching on Kick, same rules apply. And also, please do go and subscribe to Temple Plays. Go and subscribe to the Mid Podcast and give some support to Roisin as well. But additionally, please do go and subscribe to Princess Ailes. She is my primary co-host. She's not with us tonight, but she is our main co-host. Ailey, go and give her some support. Also, please can you go and subscribe to the Nick Club Happy Hour, which will come under Nick Teodoro. That's Nick, and Teodoro is Teodoro. Go and subscribe to those channels, please. It would be most appreciated. We help them grow. We all grow in the right way because that's what a community does. So I would really appreciate if you can. Thank you very much. Tonight, we will be discussing Stardom. We will be discussing New Japan. We will be discussing some WWE because it's certain things from WWE have happened. It's really important. We will be looking ahead to the watch along this week. What's up, James? Good to see you. Subscribe to James's channel as well because James does some classic content of his own. So do go and give him a shout. A couple other people, the likes of Diego, Crystal Palace fan, he helps out. Go and subscribe to RD United TV. The general plugs. You know, I might just create that in a quick video for everybody so it's easier to subscribe to. There's so many good people to help out this channel that they deserve our support. So, whilst we're waiting for Josiah to rock up, because again, I don't know where the hell he is, we'll just carry on. There's a lot to get through, so don't fret. We have a double watch along this weekend. We have Eve Pro Wrestling Queendom 8. And we have Rev Pro, which is Revolution Pro Wrestling, which both British independent wrestling promotions. We're doing a double watch along for them both. They're both on Sunday, so we'll get some time out of it. Just a quick recap as well. We'll look quickly at the predictions because obviously the first part of the weekend prediction show happened today. We will discuss the matches properly when Deuce and Domino show up. But for the time being, I will quickly reveal who is currently in the lead. So at the moment, we have 1, 2, 3. We currently have a fatal 4-way right now for first place. And that is only going to continue to get stronger. So let's reveal who's in the lead, shall we? Yeah, let's reveal who's in the lead. Before we do that, let's do it just right. One thing's for sure, Glenn, it's definitely not you. What's up, Zach? Good to see you. Let's share this screen. Somebody answer a very simple question for me. Am I lagging? What's up, Carl? Good to see you. Bruce should be the next one to let go. No, not Bruce, but he is on the hit list. But we're not getting to that. We're yet no rushing. We're gonna take our time. Sup, Roisin? Right, so let's go to full screen. I'll remove myself. There we go. So at the minute, we have a 100% lead, fatal four-way between myself, Billy, Temple, and Mo. We are currently on a perfect score, all to play for this weekend in the Predictions Championship. Will the champion be overcome? What's interesting as well, I look at all these people that have said the likes of Yoshihashi, but then if I just do this, same people that picked Yoshihashi, thankfully, did not pick Jet Li in this circumstance. But wise of you to pick in that way. But yes, currently it's a fatal four-way tie. Myself, Temple, Mo, and Billy lead the way in the Predictions Championship. Good evening, Fernando. Good to see you. Yes, that is correct. You are currently in last place, Glenn. At the moment, but then again, I wouldn't worry about it. There's still lots of matches to play for. Like, in retrospect, you still have a lot to play for. You've still got all of this. So you're fine. I wouldn't count yourself out just yet. You're on free. You're on free. Well, technically, Roisin is in joint second. Couple of people with 2 points, couple with 3, couple with 4. All round basis, it's heavy. I'm not doing predictions this week. I don't know enough this event to predict effectively. That's cool. To be fair, you wouldn't have been counted now anyway. Like, you are out time-wise, but you'll be part of the next one. It's fine. Next one's Revolution for whoever the new champion is going to be. Just means that the New Japan Cup predictions will be more complicated. Speaking of which, Glenn, you've not provided your New Japan Cup predictions for your semi-finals, your final, and your winner. Nah, she won't get cocky. She might get part of it, but she won't get cocky. But anyway, let's get flying through tonight's festivities. I'll leave that on that. We are sort of. You have time, but you have to do it now. I need you to. This is why I recommend people to use the Discord. So I'll run through it one more time. I've made several updates to the Discord as well, so if you guys really, now is the perfect time to join the Discord. Let me just share this into there because obviously we are live. 1 second, guys. What was I looking for? Not you, not you, not you, not you, not you, not you, not you. You got to go for a lot of messages in the Discord before you even get to what you're looking for. It is quite funny. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. What's up, Billy? Do you think David Finlay made the correct decision? I'm still not sure. Just same thing I said about Evil. Like for me, they're better suited to go in. They're better suited in New Japan than they are in AEW or WWE. But we'll see what David Finlay does. He made his choice. I wish him well, but I'm just not sure. I'm not sure. I like seeing talent make choices like that, but I still stand by I'm not sure if it's what I would do, you know. But that's just my point of view. Leave it that one. There we go. Yes. So what you need to do if you've not made your predictions yet, yeah, David Finlay went to AEW. He debuted on this week's Dynamite. So the perks of joining the Discord. So what you need to do, let me just turn this part off again. If you haven't made your predictions yet, you need to give me 2 names from this side, 2 names from this side, you need to then have, so you're looking for 2 separate semi-final matches. You're then looking for the 2 from those semi-finals that make the final. Then you need to predict your winner. Some people are saying that Clark Connors has Kyle Fletcher potential. Do you agree? Well, Clark Connors has always had that potential. Clark Connors has always been good. And he's better than Kyle Fletcher. Like, if you actually look at it, he's always been better. The difference is right now is Kyle Fletcher's in a role where he is getting even more time to really stretch it. Clark Connors, to be fair, he was being stagnated from all these factions, but he's actually really bloody good. Like, he's one of the best young assembled wrestlers out there. I'm not surprised David made his AEW debut. Not sure if it's the right move, but I hope I'm proved wrong. Similar type of opinion, honestly. you haven't gave the predictions, and this goes over the month. So these predictions have to be done ASAP, because obviously you can't just predict names of people that are eliminated. You have to actually give names that you think are going to make it to the semis, then the final, and then win it. If you don't want to take part, or if you haven't gave those predictions, you don't want to take part, you don't have to. But this does go towards the predictions championship. So I'm just telling you in advance now. Anyway, stop sharing. Don't need to share. Now, no. Not even close. Let's see. So we've got So Glenn's chosen Yuya Umura versus Ren Nara. Okay. Shota Umino versus Callum Newman. Interesting. Although, I don't think they can meet in the semis, can they? No, they can. Perfect. Okay, that's fine. Shota Umino defeats Yuya. Okay. Yeah, Billy, you already predicted the other day. You're fine. You're fine. Finally. Get your ass in here, boy. And they say I'm late. I'm going to sit here while I wait for the rest. Why is it on the weird thing tonight where the chat is over the screen? Are you watching? That's because you're watching it on the... That's because, Billy, you're watching it on the other side of the stream. We're streaming on portrait mode and we're streaming on landscape. So you are watching the portrait one. There's same with Fernando, you're over there as well, same as Zach. That one's on 65 views at the minute. And landscape's currently sitting on 21. You're such a nice bunch of people. But you can watch whatever side you're on. Let's see. Of course. Carl, I believe you did. Yeah, Carl, you're fine. Revolution next weekend should be an interesting show. Yep, don't worry, we will be coming to that as well tonight. Fuck knows. Right, let's see. Also, guys, if you haven't, subscribe to Roshin's show as well, please. Well, her channel. Let's help her grow. I think it's weird that you have to get 50 bloody subscribers before you can even stream on your own channel. So every single person subscribe to each other right now. I don't know if you can get Shingo versus Bolton. Oh, you can. Never mind. Yep, Shingo versus Bolton. I like it. Okay. Since it's not happened yet, you can predict Yuto Ice, but we won't find out till Sunday. So but you can't have Rahoiwe Oiwa versus Yuto Ice, pal, because they face each other in the first round. And Drilla Maloney versus Yuya Umura. I don't know how you're going to manage that. Josiah is basically Liverpool in the title race. Lol. No need to thank me. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. It's alright. This might go well. Thanks, Rich. I asked everybody, to be fair, to subscribe to your channel as well. So this one's kind of funny. So I've actually created an additional layout where, if it happens, if 5 people were to join all at once, you might see something funny. YouTube's a bit dead this week. It has its moments. I'm not going to get cocky or anything, but I'm actually quite lucky with this. Is the best time of year to be times with a wrestling fan. This might work. Like, it might work. I'm getting on fine, mate. I'm getting on fine. Roshin, you got a mention in the video. Billy got a mention. Carl got a mention. James got a mention. Larkback got a mention. Dan, even Tammy. And then Glenn's going to go, but I didn't. Why can't I see Rich's comments? Because he's watching on portrait. If you watch on one, you can't see it on the other. But I can. Yeah, the football one's going to be different. AEW comes back to the UK during the summer. To be fair, Rich, everyone can see your comments on here anyway. It's fine. I'm still deciding. Either I'm going to go and I link up with Josiah and I catch Josiah, or I do it as a watch along. I haven't decided yet. I'm probably gonna, because it'll be my third all in, and then I can go and see FTR versus Luke Jacobs in tag team action, the Young Guns, because I'm Ref Pro on the day before. So I'm still deciding. I've got the day off, I've got the Monday off work anyway for the bank holiday, and I've got the Tuesday off anyway, so I need to decide. I need to decide, basically. I'm probably going to go anyway. Just a reminder, folks, this is next week, and I expect everybody to show up. The link is already in on the show on the channel, ready to go. I don't think it'll be Will Ospreay versus MJF, but I'm probably gonna go though. I mean, I'll be backstage to make sure it's ready to go. Lipsticks and Lariat says next Sunday, Billy, the day of Revolution. The day of Revolution. The first stream for WWE 2K26 is next week as well. Will you take the Wednesday off? No. Should Jay White feud with David Finlay when he returns? Not immediately. Josiah, remember what I've put in the Discord. This is why I always tell people in the Discord, remember the Discord. Very crucial. Just for everyone's effort of me showing what I mean. I've made channels for everything on here now. Just Free Guys podcast. Talk Studio, StreamYard. I did tell you it was on StreamYard. I have both links in there just in case. In case StreamYard decides to be a nugget. That's what happens when you're always ahead of the curve. I'm getting it so I can get everybody ready for 2K26, but we'll still be doing some 2K25 streams. We'll still be doing some 2K25 streams. Yep. But in terms of answering this question, that's pretty much the only match that David Finlay actually has. In terms of relevance, apart from Ospreay, they should build up to this. This is an an all-in or a full gear match. I enjoyed the main event. For me, the main event obviously was the X Division Championship match. The rest of the show could have been a whole lot better. No. It was his wife that choreographed the whole thing. His wife was there. I'm going to sit like this for a little while. See, when you promote things and people just don't listen, it's always funny. Speaking of don't listen, I don't mind Bear Bronson. I don't mind Bear Bronson. In the Steelchair Discord now as well, there is a page for everybody to share their own stuff. I don't want any links being shared in the main chat section. Only in the share your content channel of the server. Because then it'll clog up all the chat. I want it to be correct. He's right on cue.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, mate.
Good. You're good?
Yeah, you?
Yeah, not too bad.
Good. Funny thing is, if more people join, we'll have one camera right below me. And if we get 5 people, there'll be 2 cameras right in the center. So effectively, if Temple got bullied by his wife, we could have them right beside them, right beside the turnbuckle post, which is very appropriate.
That's pretty good, yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. That's what happens when
How
you
are we doing?
take a bit of time to design shit. Abil, good to see you. Thank you. Yep, Abil's in the house, but he's also probably on the Bluetooth, so be careful. Good woman that, what? Tammy? That's just a good laugh. Except for getting killed from Josiah. Did you actually call yourself the goat of all goats?
Yeah.
I mean, in the Discord, yes. You have to be in the Discord. But the whole point of this channel is to grow, not just myself, but everybody. So, yes. And you guys actually get to see the background properly as well. I mean, that is the whole purpose of redesigning some things. I actually cannot wait to see. Ooh. Bayern are about to score a third goal.
Was it a penalty?
Yet Musiala's taken it. Mönchengladbach are down to 10 men. Annoyingly, because the overlap is shown, and that's how I can see it.
Why are they showing it?
personality. They've got the rights to some Bundesliga games. And he scored bottom right corner. World Cup, that man is going to fucking
Where's
tear
Kane,
people apart. I don't know, actually.
Oh.
I actually don't know.
PSG are losing 1-0
To Monaco.
to Monaco.
Yep.
And Real Madrid conceded against Celta Vigo, so that's 1-1.
It's quite interesting that people are in here to... there's people in here that will gladly wind you up about Liverpool, but nobody's talking about the real disaster.
Got Spurs.
That and Don Farley got a match against Suji.
Oh, yeah.
Luckily, we don't have to talk about that. So Abel says his guilt is
Well,
stone cold.
well, not yet, anyway.
City will smash Madrid. not
Speaking
even-
of Liverpool, half time just gone 0-0.
I saw that. Shocking. It's your crystal arc of pain, my friend. Crystal arc of pain. But it is good. It is good to see Josiah, of course. Like, he is obviously a key part of this channel, and I did remove some old videos from the channel, so we can now rebuild back up to 1,000 videos, because, like I said, the 1,000th video of the steel chair will be a live iron steel quiz that Billy...
How many videos did you have to get rid of?
We were on 992. I got
Yeah,
rid
so
of
how many
17.
did you have to get rid of?
I got rid
Yeah.
of 17. But they're all videos from like 3 years ago that literally did nothing. Or they weren't actually... They're not exactly videos that or streams that you thought would actually show strength to the steel chair, so I got rid. See, look, Josiah's a proper Scotsman. He's drinking iron brew. Naturally, I'm drinking Pepsi Max. But I do want to make one massive thank you, of course, to Josiah. 1 second, because I'm going to properly toast the man. Hold on, I want to do this properly, guys. I want you to put in the chat. I want you to put some cheers emojis in the chat, please.
I don't even know what I've done here, so this is all news to me.
Iron brew is quality. I only drink it when I can be truly arsed. But I prefer Iron Brew 1902, which is the proper Iron Brew, because that's all that's the proper sugar recipe.
I
The one
assume you
you're-
can only get that in Scotland, Dog.
Yep. But what I'll do, mate, is I will... No, they weren't naughty videos, Glenn. Basically, they were all 223 streams, and they were my attempt at Black and Gold, my GM, but they just never really hit, so I was like, fuck it, I'll get rid of it. So I just got rid of them. But I'm also want to keep the channel... I want to keep the channel going well, because we are now going through the monetization process. Like, and just like I said, it's up to everybody. This is not a...
Oh yeah,
it's not a few,
I was
it's not a
actually
fever
thinking.
pitch.
I was actually thinking about that the other day. You see how you said that the channel went back under 500 subs? Would that have
Yep.
affected the thing?
Yeah.
So good thing managed to get that back up then.
Yeah, if you exit 500, you have to get back up to 500 to carry on the process. So we're still now waiting for the AdSense to complete, and then after the AdSense, it's the big YouTube monthly check. So if we stay
Fair
above,
enough.
if we stay above 500 now and keep growing, we could be monetized before my birthday, which is the week before
Nice.
Mania. I'm hoping
That's cool.
we do that. I am going to get a certain amount of people to do if they're up for it, both nights of Mania watch-alongs. Which means I don't have to host.
Interesting.
But obviously the summer I'll be doing stuff. But the reason why I want to do a cheers thing, a lot of good people on this channel. The next time I see Ailey, she'll get one as well. But I want to toast, and to be fair, whenever Temple shows his ass up, I want to toast you, mate, for your continuous involvement in the channel, and you're helping us grow over the past year, and also for just being a general good dude. So thank you for coming on the channel, being a continuous member of the podcast, for turning on Temple in the SWA, and just being a general good dude. So cheers to you, sir.
Thank you. It's always a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Even though you're a Liverpool fan. Peace.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, division always works.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is a good dude. He is a very good dude. Supports a shit team, but he is a good dude. But again, you're a good guy, Josiah, for a Scouse. He is a lovely guy, to be fair. And that's how it should be. You thank those who actually are involved. That's why I thank people on the short video. I mean, that's true. The football allegiance is Josiah's weakness, but to be fair, at least he's not a sheep.
Yeah,
that's the crucial thing. That's the crucial thing. He's not a sheep. But that's certainly there. So, tonight, we've gone through the current scores in the Predictions Championship. That'll be decided this weekend over the watch-along. Watch-alongs, I should say. You guys will have to start designing Steelchair merch. Not really. I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know. But who knows? We might end up getting to the point where we do just member streams. Although that is a costly thing, but that's up to the people. Thank you, Abel. You know what's crazy as well? See, if you go below if you get monetized, then go below the actual thing, you lose you lose
it as well.
Yeah. So if we get monetized and then we go below 500, we don't get like the monetized perks. We have to stay above it. I think that's weird. If you get monetized, you should still be allowed to.
Yeah.
But the good thing is you don't have to restart the process after that point. But right now we're still in section 2 at the minute. So we'll see how
many
goes.
sections are there?
3. So one is just accepting terms and conditions. The second one is AdSense. And then number 3 is Google basically reviews your channel to see if you're good enough or you fit their criteria, which, to be fair,
what is their criteria?
I'm assuming it'll be like... I'm assuming the criteria will be like how behaved you are and all that shit on here, but we don't really do anything.
They better not listen. They better not listen to any of Temple singing then.
Yeah, I think it's more if you
monetized immediately.
Yeah, I think it's if you're like bullying people, if you target people, if you do all sorts of stuff, you know what I mean? Like, so Aaron loves wrestling. We're okay on that front.
All right, in that case, Google, if you're watching this, don't watch anything to do with Show 2 Minnow content, right? Because we could be in a bit of trouble that week.
That is fucking hilarious. To be fair, I actually sent a message to Josiah, and I sent the same message to Ailey, right, about super chats. And I basically said, how funny would it be if the very first super chat is, can we please get back to regular content? Reese, you bully me, you screwed me when they watched that quiz. No.
Oh, I'm crying. Let me guess.
You know what? I've had enough. I've had enough. We're going to beat these allegations right now. All the streams. I'm going to beat these allegations right now. Let me see. You know what's funny? See, back then, Abel's account was called Abel Azad. Diego was on there. Nathan was on there. My buddy. Keem was there. That was a lot of fun. Oh, honestly, fucking Abel. I sent it to Josiah, and Josiah absolutely burst out laughing. I'm not bringing up, guys, but trust me, it was really bad. Like, I'm sorry, but like, if you honestly behave like that, then I don't know what to tell you. Like, imagine wearing a Cody Rhodes shirt and a Cody Rhodes hat all at once. I'm that's just not funny.
I hope he loses tonight just for that one person that decided to wear all that.
That would be funny. How did Kane react to Chenna's retirement? I can't remember. I don't like. To be fair, like, I think he's kind of glad he's gone. Where is that? Oh, where is it? I go for the weekly Steelchair quiz. Iron Man quiz. There we go. Was it the one from? I've done several of these. You had an epic meltdown. It was hilarious. How long ago was it? I'm trying to remember. The one I did 2 years ago was 3 hours, 51 minutes. But it wasn't that one. Is it this one? Yeah, Billy was on this one. Because Ailey was on this one, I was on this one. William was on this one, and my pal Darth. Let's see. I think it is this one.
So it's been 3 years of just
I think it
complaining
was.
about not winning a quiz. We might need to rig this quiz so that he wins it, so he can just move on from this.
He really hasn't let it go. Like, he really hasn't let it go.
There's only one. If you don't win a general knowledge quiz, there's only one person to blame for that.
Yeah. I've never seen Billy so angry. Oh, what?
Like the day that I don't win a quiz on this channel, I'll only ever be upset with myself.
You have got... That is abuse. Accused of cheating because I changed an answer within 10 seconds. I don't even remember. I don't even remember.
Apparently Spurs are going to sack Tudor, right?
Yeah, they're going to bring in Harry Redknapp.
Well, they can't do that next week because he's at Cheltenham.
He'll come back. He'll come in for after Cheltenham.
Or he'll go on holiday with all this money. Or...
He'll be in charge when they go to the Championship. Billy, you sometimes need to let.
To be fair, he probably won't. He'll probably come the week after Cheltenham because their game is against us at Anfield.
Here's the funny thing, right? And I've always said this to Billy, and this is where I'm going to use my words very carefully. I've asked Billy time and time again to prove his bottle, to get on here and fight the fight and prove himself wrong. And every single time it's or I'll think about it. And then he never does it. I give this man countless opportunities to come on here like a man, fight those who held him back, and instead, simply, truthfully, all Billy does is act like Shota Umino. I want you to come on here and act
Or crying little
with,
loser.
with vengeance. So on the next one, it wasn't general knowledge. It was pure wrestling, but it was like really good questions. But I'm gonna start preparing the new quiz from tomorrow. I will take that.
To be fair, Billy.
Billy,
if you haven't won a quiz in 3 years, you've got no real excuse, because I did one quiz and won it immediately.
The only thing that's yet to happen is I've yet to win a quiz. I mean, with all good reason. I'm the one that's doing all the quizzes.
To be fair, I am expecting to lose this next one.
But to be fair, I've done some quiz questions on here asked by Ailey, and I've generally done really well. So, especially when one of the questions was about Jushin Thunder Liger. Hold that, Roshin.
You should make a Brock Lesnar section just for that.
Yeah, I did quite well. To be fair, I got... Me and Ailey actually had a near on-screen fight once over quiz questions.
Why?
Because I asked her TNA questions. She was not happy.
Maybe you should ask her Brock Lesnar questions next.
I'm tempted. Redknapp will probably recall Defoe, Crouch, and Nico Crankchar if he returns. Gareth Bale at retirement.
I mean, they're better than whatever they've got now.
Could you imagine Gareth Bale in this team, given the number 11 shirt, asked to play either as a right winger or play up front? He would totally tear that team apart.
Even at his advanced stage.
I never buckled. Stop blaming me. Stop blaming me for your failures. You're like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. It's just excuse after excuse, whereas I am a serial winner. I'll never forget that one answer no one got, and I answered Santino Marella, and recent Ailey lost it. That's very true, to be fair. William is really good. I'm going to bring William back for that quiz as well. I disqualified you over one question. I have to be fair, you're lucky that people were paying attention. I've generally done rather well. Here, the fact is, my live chat actually paid attention and did it for you. You can't blame me for that. But actually, if people do want to come on, the first thing we're going to talk about tonight actually might need a variety of people.
What's the first topic then?
Road Dogg.
Oh, okay.
We're going to save a few things till later, but Road Dogg's up first. Because now we can really talk about creative. Or lack of, I should say.
Yeah.
But if multiple people join, we will get to see the new design. Road Dogg has been let go from WWE, Abu. He's no longer employed by WWE. So with that, we only have one thing to play in the absence of Road Dogg, and it goes like this. Roshin's making a bold claim. She's saying New Japan is our specialty when it comes to quizzes.
That's funny considering you've never won a New Japan predictions.
Oh, come on, man.
I don't make the rules here. I don't.
I'm just gonna just for the sake of Roshin's moment, your life is officially this. Exactly. Fucking cold as shit. Proper cold as shit comment from Josiah there. Exactly. Justice for Billy. No chance. Hopefully Triple H is next. I mean, that's a fair statement. He's off to start the old age outlaws with Billy Gunn. Don't fucking say that. The whole creative team is changing. Yep. God, felt like I was on a call queue line there. Remember at the start of the show, Josiah's a good guy. He's just turned heel. Quite literally.
It's not the first time.
Farouk screaming, damn. Quite literally. Damn!
Well, Salah, you're awful. What are you doing?
Oh, aye, speaking of which, you got your laptop.
Oh, 1-0. What a goal.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Who scored that? Robertson. Oh, wow.
Oh. And I was praising it was good to be Scottish earlier. Oh. Oh. Oh, wait, kill the mood. Josiah, you look like
that's actually a banging goal.
Oh my Christ. Roy Sheen, I'm not even going to bring that one up, even though people can actually see it on the screen. Jesus Christ. Josiah, are you going to answer these allegations?
I mean, it depends who's offering.
Well, I think she is. In fairness, Liverpool are only hope to stop Arsenal winning the quad in the FA Cup. Arsenal will not even win the league championship or the
Well, there's Champions League. There's Champions League as well.
They're not going to win any of them. Mood is gone now. Cheers, Josiah. It's definitely.
If you actually watch the goal, it's some crackers. Oh, it's 2. Is that 2-0? Oh no, there's a foul.
Just for that alone, Roy Sheen, now I know what it definitely is this time. I don't think I can physically unsee this. Literally, I don't think I can ever.
I wasn't expecting to see that.
I never said No, that's not the point. Josiah's taken the mantle of Orton has become the mood killer. Oh fucking hell! Billy says, "I actually think." Yep. Billy says, I actually think Liverpool could win the Champions League, but Arsenal side of the draw is a joke. The second part is true. The first part won't happen. Roy Sheen
And
is
I think the goal's going to get given as well. Yes, a goal. I think. Yes, a goal, yes. Lovely stuff.
We do not care.
We do not care. We do not care. We do not care. We do not care. We do not care.
This is the saltiness that you guys
We
have
do
to
not
put up
care.
with on this podcast.
We do not care.
You're terrible. The pure evil. This channel is effing incredible. Yes. See, I'm trying to do things. Roisin hurting for a Josiah big leg drop. What? Bow, 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 bow. Josiah making his way to the ring from somewhere not California. Josiah Hogan. Roisin, which one are you taking? Kevin, or Josiah? Because this is getting very strange now. Who's next? Roddy Piper's grave? Because I'm starting to get worried
to be
now.
fair, I should ask how old she is before I even entertain this. To be fair,
Yeah.
because if you're not in your 20s, I don't think that this is a thing.
Exactly. There's a page on Facebook called Football Away Days, and it's literally Sky Sports News used to be class, and it's literally just all the old female presenters that used to appear like well, put this, you guys will know exactly like who. Side note, the 20 greatest Italian players of all time have been decided, and I'm actually astounded by number 20, number 16, 15, number 9.
Maldini's number 1, right?
Nope.
Wow.
Giuseppe Meazza's
close.
voted number 1.
That's just.
I'm about to read the list. And trust me, this is absolutely terrifying.
The fact that Maldini's not number 1 makes that list completely invalid, makes.
I'm actually going to read the list, and trust me, number 20th is actually the worst of all. Like the worst in terms of shock. So number 1 is Giuseppe Meazza, which is obviously the name of the San Siro, like when it's an Inter Milan game. Number 2 is Roberto Baggio, which, to be fair, Ballon d'Or winner, he was the great Italian attacking generation for quite a while. Number 3 is Paolo Maldini. Number 4 is the predecessor to Franco Baresi, Gianni Rivera, who was the Milan captain up until Baresi's debut. Number 5 is Baresi. Number 6 is Valentino Mazzola. Number 7 is Giacinto Facchetti. Number 8 is Inter Milan legend Sandro Mazzola, who, annoyingly stupid moron, allowed Celtic to win the European Cup in 1967. Number 9 is Gigi Buffon. Number 10 is Gaetano Scaria, rest in peace, Juventus legend. Number 11 is Buffon's predecessor. What's up, Tina? Good to see you. Number 11 is Dino Zoff. Still to this day, the oldest World Cup winning captain. Number 12 is Francesco Totti. Number 13 is Andrea Pirlo. Number 14 is Gigi Riva. Number 15 is Alessandro Nesta, which I'm surprised he's so far down. Number 16 is Italian Ballon d'Or winning centre-back Fabio Cannavaro. Number 17 is Silvio Piola. Number 18 is World Cup winning Italian legend Marco Tardelli. Number 19 is Adolfo Ballonchieri. And number 20 is one of the greatest players I've ever seen, Alessandro Del Piero. If this is up to me, same list, I'm swapping.
Whoever made that list clearly doesn't watch football.
Yeah, because I'm sorry, but Del Piero, Nesta, Pirlo are 100% top 5 players with Maldini, Baggio, and Baresi like as a top 5 contender. Del Piero should be in the top 5, not even the top 10. But yeah, crazy as hell. Yeah, Del Piero, number 20. I'll even show you. Like, it's so bad. Let me remove the visual effect for 2 seconds so my phone doesn't blur. And yes, Dan, we're on StreamYard. See? Number 20. Alessandro Del Piero.
Shameless.
I'm actually doing very well today, Tina. How are you doing? I'm doing very well. Evening, Dan. His voice is like Sergeant Jesus, gone with the wind. Excommunicated from the channel yesterday, Sergeant Jesus, replaced by Danger Dan.
Well, that would help.
That would very much help.
That my bloody microphone. Thank you very much.
Nugget. But yeah, Maldini should be number 1, but the fact that Del Piero is number 20 is absolutely shocking. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is official. The Road Dogg, Jesse James, has officially been let go from WWE. He is no longer part of the Crave. He's no longer employed by the company. There's a new executive vice president and lead writer announced for Monday Night Raw. But in circumstance, it is a change. It is a removal of an individual. Initial reactions, please, gentlemen, and live chat. Initial reactions, please. Let's hear them.
Honestly, if I'm literally thinking maybe them looking at things the way things are with WWE at the moment, literally the creative side, because I know Road Dogg was meant to be part of creative based on all the background stuff, what they shows what they used to put on and all that. So
he was one of the lead writers of SmackDown.
That makes sense considering how bad SmackDown's been lately. So yeah, honestly, it is a little bit shocking because it is a little bit shocking because you wouldn't think they would be going in that direction at the moment, based on the way everything's been. But for him to go now, all of a sudden, maybe they're looking at it from a creative standpoint, and that they're looking to change it up because maybe viewership is down on the likes of Netflix and all that at the moment, especially when it comes to SmackDown.
Yeah, SmackDown.
Well, I mean, SmackDown's on TV. SmackDown's on US TV, so that wouldn't even really be a thing if they consider that.
It just all depends on it all depends on like the UK and European side of things as well.
It is still in terms of numbers though progressively declining. Yeah, I know you're glad Road Dogg is gone. It is the right move. My thoughts on this is
it's a good thing that he's finally gone. But I'm surprised that it was him that quit rather than them getting rid of him.
Yes.
Because surely you
Carl
think that
Strayham with a
they
knife.
should have got. I think that they should have gotten rid of him ages ago, and the fact that it's taken him to quit just shows how
Inept they
incompetent
are.
the higher ups are.
Yeah, for me personally, in my honest opinion, if you're looking at removing certain people, then you need to get a more natural, streamlined exit. Nick, if you want to jump in and discuss this as well with us for a little while, you're more than welcome. It's on the Discord in the Just Free Guys podcast channel of the server. StreamYard link is the top one. Nepotism exists everywhere. That is completely true. That is completely true. I think if you look at it in a nutshell, it is a major change. It's a big step up. You can see the cracks starting to show on Unreal Season 2. I think Undertaker will swoop in and get on board. No, he's already with Triple R. The only way that'll work is if they replace him from there first.
The only thing I would,
And weirdly enough, I actually like what Undertaker's doing in Triple R.
I mean, I don't really watch because I don't really have much time to watch it. But from what I'm seeing, like he is pushing almost as a genuine threat. He's leaning into Vikingo's heel stuff as well.
Yeah, because Undertaker, even before all of this, he was a big Omos guy.
Yeah. Undertaker is one of the head guys. It's with him and Conan, isn't it? Him and Conan both.
Jeremy Borash.
Jeremy Borash.
Borash.
Borash at least knows what he's doing because he's got experience all the way back to WCW. Before he even got to TNA, he was employed by WCW. Which not many people remember that. 1 second, the demon from Cat Valley wants out of here. My God, you're not an
Steelchair mascot.
Thank God the four-legged demon isn't part of the SWA, otherwise we would never get away. Wow, I never knew that. I like Borash. Yeah, Jeremy Borash is really good. He's also a very underrated guy when it comes to digital. Like his work when it comes to digital products and stuff is actually really good.
Didn't he do all of the Broken Hardy stuff?
Yes.
I'm all good, Abel. I'm all good, thank you. Hope you're well too.
But yeah, in terms of a Road Dogg replacement, who would you look towards?
Well, I'm thinking one of three people in terms of position. So I'm looking at a long-term WWE employee versus two in recent years. So the long-term employee I'm thinking of is William Regal. And then outside of that, I'm either going with Chris Parks, Abyss, or I'm going with Bobby Roode.
Okay.
Road Dogg was always Reese Russell's least favorite member of DX. Not even close. He certainly was not. That will always be Triple H. Is Josiah frozen?
Josiah? I think
he's frozen. Oh wait, no, he's back. He's back. There we go. He froze for a little second, but he's cool. And we are well over 100 views as well. Thank you. Well done, everybody. Thank you for so much. The channel grows continuously. Interesting. Dan, what was that? What was the best thing that happened to you this week? Interesting question.
There hasn't been anything yet as such, but the week is still young. The week is still quite young. Plenty of time left.
Bobby's got some good matches under his belt. Did he put the match together for Cody Seth in the cell? I think it was Bobby Roode. Yes, it was. Thing is, like, I hate, like, there was some. I seen someone recently say that Bobby Roode was the Triple H of TNA, and I'm like, no, he's nothing like him.
No, Bobby Roode's got a little bit more
Charisma.
better and creative element to him than what Triple H does at the moment.
Yeah, better promos as well.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, what about you? So what about you two then? If you had to make a replacement, who would you replace Road Dogg with?
Similar to you, I'd say either Bobby Roode, but I would maybe consider Hurricane.
That's a good shout.
Yeah, I'd have to say
Shit.
I'd have to say the same because I know Hurricane has been producing some absolute brilliant stuff at the moment.
Shane Helms is really creative. Would you consider Tyson Kidd?
Yes, very much so, because he could get a kick out of the women's roster.
Especially because he could run the whole thing.
There's so many options that they could go with. But what's probably going to happen is they're just going to give it to Bruce Pritchard.
Oh, I'm not even kidding. See if he actually gets the job. I will honestly just stop. Like I can't stand him. Abel says Tyson Kidd or William Regal. Good shout. And Tina, thank you. I just value, when it comes to streaming, I just value hard work over clout chasing. I value networking over begging for collaborations by sending a super chat to a big channel saying, please help me. I value strength of everyone's individual and collective opinions than posting random videos where you're not thanking people for your support. Overall, I just value credit, creativity, hard work, and just good thoughts, good deeds, to quote a great film, rather than people just being in it for themselves. So we're doing things the right way, and that's how it is. PSG are losing 3-1. That's correct.
Well, 3? Jesus.
Yeah.
What, is that in the league or
it's in the league? It's in the league, yeah.
Wow. They're really not trying to win this league, then.
Pretty much.
I'd love it if Lons won it.
No, Glenn. No. Do not bring back Brother Love. We want the product to be good. We don't want it to be terrible.
Glenn, all I say is that is literally like sticking a grenade up your butt. Never going to end well.
Two seconds. You guys carry on.
So how do you see the creative booking changing now that Road Dogg's no longer there, if at all?
It just all depends on who they appoint in. Really, I'd say it's hanging in the balance at the moment. It's either gonna continue on its downward spiral, or it might actually start picking up, and we might actually start seeing some better stories coming from SmackDown. I mean, I'm hoping that I'm hoping they do some creative writing with whoever comes in does some creative writing with the tag team, because the tag team division at the moment seems absolutely dead, and I'm hoping they do the sort of same with like Raw as well, because it's just essentially dead. Hardly ever see the tag teams on the line anymore.
Yeah. It feels like the tag team division has just joined the mid card.
Essentially, it's just, or literally, it's going down. It's literally going down the just below the pecking order of literally the mid card championships, like the likes of the Intercontinental, the United States. That's just it's an absolute disaster. It feels like an absolute disaster.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed, the ball. Fingers crossed they do.
Mm-hmm.
As I said, at the moment it's just hanging in the balance. It just all depends on.
Can it really get any worse?
Here's to hoping it doesn't. The best way I'm going to approach it is hope for the best, expect the worst. Especially when it comes to matters in WWE at the moment, especially on the TKO as well.
I mean, if you expect the worst, you can't be disappointed when it happens.
Yep, exactly. So in that way, if it does get worse, I can sit there and say for certain that, yep, I knew this was going to happen. Especially, it all depends on who they employ as well.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely correct.
Do you think the US Open Challenge will stop? It's actually
I don't even know I don't really know who's contending for that title, but I'm thinking that Trick Williams is going to end up winning it.
Wouldn't surprise me. Open Challenge match at WrestleMania, he ends up winning it.
Mm-hmm. This actually even makes me think, how do you think that SmackDown will be booked tonight?
Ooh. I'm not overly too certain on that. More than likely, we're probably going to have. Well, obviously tonight we got the main event tonight. Obviously, we got the main event tonight. Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship.
Yeah.
So that is going to be interesting to see if he literally end up Drew McIntyre dropping the title tonight, or Drew McIntyre continues on, and then they start adding in the likes of Cody Rhodes and the likes of Jacob Fatu or whoever else they decide to add in to the championship match at WrestleMania against Orton.
Yeah.
But I think tonight, obviously, the way the main event will go, whatever route the main event goes, that will probably define the route SmackDown goes for the WWE Championship.
Yeah. Do you reckon we'll notice a difference now that Road Dogg isn't there tonight?
Not yet.
No. I think that's going to take a little.
You missed the goal whilst you were gone, Rishi.
I heard it. These won't stop either, because it's the only way they can keep that title on television. The Intercontinental title doesn't need prestige. The best way to get the prestige is just to move them on to a different way. They don't have that feeling. Like, if you want to establish your titles, you've actually got to put more effort on them on the actual pay-per-views, because they don't do that anymore. Like, when was the last time the IC title was defended on a pay-per-view?
Some Survivor Series.
And when was the last time the US title was defended on a pay-per-view?
I don't remember. Maybe SummerSlam?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while since.
Do you think they should do what they did back in 02 and retire the titles for a while? Oh, hell no. If they retired the Intercontinental title again, that will be the end for me watching WWE. Like, that would actually be the end. Like, I would stop watching if they did that again.
Retiring the belt doesn't really accomplish anything.
Intercontinental title in a main event pay-per-view, can anyone remember? In a main event?
No Mercy 2016.
Yep. Miz versus Ziggler. Which was a more compelling main event than the WWE title match. Can you remember what the WWE title match was that night? You remember what it was that night, Josiah?
And then if you want to... which pay-per-view are we talking here?
No Mercy 2016 WWE title match.
Cena versus Ambrose versus Styles.
And that wasn't your main event, which is crazy.
No, that was that was the opener.
Yep. But they made the right choice, having the Intercontinental title main event. It was the bigger story. Bulldog Brett, yep, that was the last time before then. It hasn't happened since.
No, not technically. No, it wasn't. There was one. I want to see if you can get it.
It's in the 2000s, isn't it?
Yep.
Early 2000s.
Yep.
No Mercy 2002, Triple H versus Kane.
Yep.
Because that main evented over Lesnar versus Taker Hell in a Cell.
Of course it did, because
Raw was perceived as the bigger show.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, to be fair, it was technically the Raw main event, but was it the actual main event of the show? Because Rock Austin 3 was the main event of WrestleMania 19 for the Raw brand. It wasn't necessarily the main event. And yes, that's true. Backlash 2001. All the titles. Yep, that's true. Extreme Rules 2018. No, that was horrible. That was different type of horrible. Because that was another Roman Reigns disaster.
No, it wasn't.
Extreme Rules, yeah. He wasn't in the main event, but he was in it.
Wait.
It was the Fatal 5-Way.
Yeah.
And of course, that lump of coal won it. I never liked that period. Right. So you asked the question. There's a very interesting one. Will we see any noticeable change? I don't think you'll see major changes, but you might see. I think you might see some slight changes, but it might not be enough to justify to say this is good. But one thing is for sure, we know that somebody out there, not naming names, will write their review blog and somehow give SmackDown 59 out of 65 stars.
Yeah.
Which is still, I don't know what they're watching to justify it being so high. It's always a madness. Always a madness. Yeah, Kane Triple H biker chain match. Just chain match was wild.
I'm thinking they're probably watching a blooming AI version of a match.
Oh no! This person legitimately reviews like all the segments, all the matches, and says they are like it's out of 65 stars. They generally go all in on it. Although it could be worse. You could be saying that an NXT women's match is the same level as a Kurt Angle 4-star match in your mind, calling that, which is absolutely delusional. But yeah, Ziggler versus Seth Ironman, that was at 30 minutes that went? It wasn't 6 minutes, it was 30. To be fair, that actually was a good match.
Napoli winning 2-1.
Yeah, Torino.
Mm-hmm.
They've dropped off a cliff. Absolutely fantastic. Race, I'm going to bounce. I've got Ant duties tonight and for the weekend. I will catch you tomorrow for whatever show is on. No worries, Roisin. I will see you in next live chat.
Take care.
Right. Let's push. So, fair play. Have a good rest, James. Catch you later. Next live chat, maybe. Bye. No, we know it, Roisin. Don't worry. We know it.
We will see you there.
Yep. And it's all well and good too. All well and good. What's up, Maria? Good to see you. Before we move on to the next part of the show, we'll ask Maria quickly, what's your thoughts on the Road Dogg's exit? And who would you replace him with? How can this not be hit with copyright? So there's a channel here, right? There's, to be fair, it does look quite good. I've just subscribed to them anyway, like their gaming stuff. But they've actually done they've done all the showcase matches already for CM Punk, right?
Mm.
But they've actually been able to post the actual in-game clips.
Well, I mean, the game is out, so I don't see why they wouldn't be able to.
I'm just surprised. I guarantee if I tried that, I would get smacked with copyright instantly.
Or you could just tell them you know who Temple is and it'll be fine because he works for them.
I'm actually watching Taker's entrance for Mania 29, and I'm not gonna lie. See the quality of the entrance graphic.
Mm-hmm.
It actually looks really good. I can't deny it. It actually does look really good. Although, to be fair, I won't be watching I won't be using 2K for anything else other than the SWA. Yep, spoiling it already. Yep, Tempo streamed last night at nearly 300 views. Make sure you support him, guys. Lipsticks and Lariats podcast, obviously, that is not the thumbnail. I had to use a random thumbnail just to create their studio. Their first show's next Sunday. Road Dogg should have been let go a long time ago. Yep, absolutely. And Maria says HBK next.
Well, will they be doing the NXT women a favour by getting him away from them?
I will always stand firm on that. He doesn't book like that. He's just genuinely, he's disgusting. Yeah, the only reason why I couldn't keep watching all of it is because I did crash. I was absolutely wiped out, and for work, obviously. So, I can literally go to sleep without even knowing I'm asleep.
That's a gift.
I don't know. I don't know if it's just crashing out or if it could be. I don't think it's narcolepsy. But I can literally be looking at the TV 1 minute and then 2 seconds later I'm asleep without even knowing. I don't think it is narcolepsy though, but it is quite scary.
Crazy.
Mm-hmm. Ugh. But for me, the only way change can happen is if you get rid of the whole lot. It's the only way it works.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, especially
So-
when it's literally rotten, near enough close to rotten down to the core.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. We are moving on because we've got some matches to quickly discuss if Josiah was able to watch it while it wasn't buffering.
Mm.
Temple must be working. That's why he's not here, but that's cool. I'm like that when you wake up. Like, yeah, pretty much, Carl. So let's go through the. Obviously, there was more matches as expected, but they're not the matches that matter.
Right.
But overall, before we review some of these matches, what was your overall views on them, dude?
Pretty good.
Happy with the results?
I would say for the most part, the results that I'm the most baffled about are the junior matches.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got some.
Again, it's the
shocks.
weird case of giving a belt to someone
Mm-hmm.
and then having them lose it pretty much straight away.
Yeah. And for those wondering who Josiah is talking about, he's talking about Robbie X and Taiji Jimori taking the titles from TMDK's Robbie Eagles and Koze Vegeta.
And it's funny because they did the exact same thing with Zack Oywer and Hartley Jackson. Like if the plan was always to end up with the other team becoming the champions, why don't you just do that in the first place?
I actually don't know. Like in respect, like when you look at it, it really is a bad creative decision. It doesn't actually reflect well on your organization for doing this. It actually hurts the talent involved because it feels like their title reign is literally just a waste.
And then in turn that also devalues the title if it can just change like that.
Yeah, this is something that New Japan really. To be fair, actually, let's hold fire. It's not just New Japan; it's a business problem. Collectively, it's not just New Japan that do it, but New Japan are bad for it.
Yeah.
But like that has to change. Like they need to start allowing more title defenses because they're so infrequent with title defenses as well. Like you could be champion for like 6 weeks or 6 months, but you only have like 2 title defenses, and you're like, you don't feel your worth.
Yeah.
When they do show so much, they should be doing more frequent title defenses.
Yeah.
And that goes for all titles. That includes the singles belts as well.
Mm-hmm.
But it is quite depressing.
Although I do get for the juniors, it is a bit more difficult for them because they have less shows.
Yeah.
So they pretty much only have the best of the Super Juniors, Dominion, and Super Junior Tag Leagues.
Yeah, because they don't use them anywhere else, which is really shocking.
Mm-hmm.
But we will start with everyone's first prediction,
Mm-hmm.
which is Oscar versus Callum Newman to begin the day 2.
I'm also curious to know after this day how many people have been eliminated from that whole predictions thing.
I can tell you right now if you like. So you had to pick Callum Newman to make it.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4 people predicted Callum Newman. Everyone else did not. So technically, because you have to get both people, even if you get half the person in the chat, half the person in, you don't get the point. So technically, right now, as it stands, Tammy, you, Glenn, and Xavier are still in it.
But everyone else is out there.
For one side,
Oh,
yeah.
For one side, yeah.
Yep. Myself.
And what about the other side?
The other side, Ren Narita and Bolton Oleg went through.
Yep. And so did Fat Fucking and Uemura Sadie.
So we have Yuya Umura, Ren Narita, Bolton all progressing. So practically everybody at the minute. It all comes down to those who pick Shingo.
Unless you predicted Aaron Wolf, you're out as well.
Yeah, that's Carl and Xavier.
Because that fat bastard.
Actually, to be fair, that actually means I have to do it right now. Actually, even though they could still technically. They could still Carl could technically get a point for Zack Sabre Jr. winning the final, but he's already he's actually already down. Unfortunately, 3 points because he's got Aramo versus Bolton. Obviously, I have to reveal who's eliminated and reveal what they've predicted. So I apologize in advance for this is not humiliation. This is just facts. Aramo versus Bolton Oleg, Jake Lee versus Zack Sabre Jr. Then the final is Aramo versus ZSJ with Zack Sabre Jr. to win. Carl can only feasibly get 1 point now. So I have to obviously mark this. Xavier did Aramo versus Bolton Oleg and Callum Newman versus Zack Sabre Jr.
Who was his winner?
Callum Newman.
Okay, so you can still get 2 then.
Yep. And he's got Aramo versus ZSJ as a final. So I need to mark. That's 5 predictions down. I'm actually going to mark all the predictions that are incorrect. So we've got... They're still in it, so I need to mark my semi-final down because actually, to be fair, no, I've got Jake Lee versus Rohoiwi Oiwa. I'm okay. I never predicted Callum. I'm actually still technically in this. No worries, Abel. See you later, dude. Because I predicted Jake Lee anyway.
To be fair, you're still in it because Oiwa hasn't had a match yet.
Yeah. And my other semi-final is actually so far through Umura versus Narita. Jake Lee, Zack Sabre Jr. So we could still have that for Chester. Abel has Goto versus Zack Sabre Jr. He's still in it. But that pretty much is it. Yeah. As it stands. They're the only ones I have so far. Only 5 matches I can fully close out at the minute. Drilla Maloney hasn't wrestled yet, has he?
No.
Only tag matches. His first match is this weekend. The 8th. Yeah, he wrestles on the 8th. No, Drilla's got a pass. He's on the 10th. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That is good because that means he's still in it for Tammy because Tammy's got the boldest one. She's gone for an all-British final.
Newman versus Maloney.
Yeah, with Newman to win. But yeah, so what was your... In terms of Newman versus Oscar, what was your thoughts on that one?
I think it was pretty much exactly what you would have expected the match to be.
Experience single, just outworking the experience tag.
Yeah.
Yeah. In general,
And then
that
you
is
also had
flawed.
the case of the stupid babyface just releasing a submission after a tap out when the rest clearly not there.
Yeah, you should have kept it on him. I don't like that as well. Like in a tournament, you should not let go. You should just keep in the submission. Like, who cares? Because eventually they have to bring in the referee. Will eventually have to come back anyway. So just keep the submission on. It's just absolutely funny. Yoshihashi versus Jake Lee. This was just pure hilarious. Like Jake Lee's selling in this. See, this is what I don't understand, right? And I'm actually going to call him out for this. Dave Meltzer likes to absolutely dunk all over Jake Lee, saying he's not a good wrestler, he's not a good seller, he doesn't react well to the crowd, doesn't get the crowd involved. What is he genuinely smoking? Because Jake Lee always gets the crowd reacting with his Joker antics. And yeah, Gabe Kidd is all elite, yes, which Josiah does not like, and rightly so.
We're gonna get to that at some point as well. Don't worry, guys.
It is part of tonight's festivities, yes. After we do the New Japan stuff, we are going to do some important things. We've got we're not going to predict our winner. We're just going to think.
We are going to predict winner eventually, but not right now.
Yeah, Cinderella tournament's what I'm talking about. That's going to be more fun. But yeah, your thoughts on Yoshihashi versus Jake Lee?
My thoughts on that is I dare Dave Meltzer to rate that less than 3 stars.
You just know he's going to rate that 1.5 stars. He's got some seriously weird agenda against Jake Lee.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd love to know what it is. Oh, it definitely needs to stop. Like, I don't know how you can't rate Jake Lee as a wrestler.
It's almost as if he doesn't watch wrestling. He just looks at online reaction and rates it off that.
It would not surprise me when you look at him. Like, it is really embarrassing. Like
for as big and well known as he is, he doesn't have a mind of his own.
Especially when it's somebody who could actually close to or potentially out wrestle some of his favorites. But it was the under the ring moment from Yoshihashi which really made this match work for me, just like outplaying Jake Lee at his own game. I just thought that was really clever. But the match does end Jake Lee just completely blitzing Yoshi at the very end. Strong finish. He does force him out with the front standing front chancery, knocks him out.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even a submission victory. It's a TKO because it's technical knockout.
Mm-hmm.
But absolutely brilliant. Next one, of course, Josiah is correct. This is where it gets strange. So there's 2 title matches on this card, both for the junior titles, the heavyweight and the junior tags. The tag match was going smoothly. Unbound Company versus TMDK really does work. But it just, and to be fair, the reason why I went with Unbound Company to win is because I just saw the reality that they were just going to do the obvious. Like, it just looked like it was too obvious for me that they're going to build up Unbound Company as like the next top faction. They now have majority of the belts. That, like, realistically, they only need the Never Openweight championships and the junior heavyweight title, and they've got them all, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And not gonna lie,
they need the TV title as well,
and that as well. So they need 4 separate championships.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a fan of that.
And they could have had it, but some of them decided that they didn't want to be there anymore.
Mm-hmm. But what did you think of the tag?
I thought it was very good.
Best match on the card for you?
Without a doubt.
Same. I know he is vaguely quiet. Before anyone asks why is Dan not speaking, it's because, in all respect, Dan did not watch this show, so we're not going to force him to talk about it. But I know he'll get into the AEW stuff because I know he's seen that. So we're not going to make him talk uncomfortably about this. But in case anyone's wondering why he's not speaking, it's because he didn't watch the New Japan show, and he's not obliged to either. That's why he's sitting quietly and he's listening in.
Yeah, just enjoying listening to everybody's conversation about New Japan and all that. As I said, it's one of them I can't always keep. Unfortunately, I can't always keep up with every single wrestling company. Unfortunately, it's
There
just
you go.
There's not
it's a little bit
enough hours in the day for that.
no,
Exactly.
especially with my way of focusing on stuff. There's quite a bit of stuff what I do miss out on. Unfortunately, AEW stuff I just about keep up with, and mostly my main focus. Even then, if WWE, it's mainly WWE, and WWE is a struggle at times to keep up with.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, back when I was younger, I used to be able to. Literally used to be able to keep up with watching pay-per-views, then going into Monday Night Raw, SmackDown, NXT. Used to have the energy for it. Nowadays, I just don't do it. I think the only shows what I do stop up for now is mainly Royal Rumble and WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Although there has been a couple of Raws and SmackDowns I have watched over recent weeks.
I can literally only watch the pay-per-views of Monday Night Raw because SmackDown is horrendous and NXT is just not the same anymore.
Exactly. It's just, I mean, I used to love stopping up and watching NXT UK. That just bloody disappeared.
Thanks, COVID.
Yep. And I'd say out of all the design belts, I mean, the UK Championship had actually quite a good design. I missed that bloody belt. But yeah, no. It's always good to hear everybody's opinions on what New Japan and all that. And what I tend to do with like the New Japan predictions, I just try and go into it at random just to make it a little bit more interesting. Try and make the bold moves and all that as well with it.
I'm telling you, one of these days it will work for you.
Yeah, essentially it's blind guessing, but I'd like in a way that makes it sort of exciting at the same time. And surprisingly enough, although it hasn't got me up there yet with it, they're still getting me quite good scores. So I do have to praise New Japan for that.
Yeah.
So
exactly,
yeah, no.
And that's a fair take. That's a fair take to it as well.
But to be fair, I'm actually just catching up with Gabe Kidd apparently being all elite now. So I'm just like, what the hell?
Yeah.
So I'll let you guys finish off on New Japan, and then once we get into AEW, I'll join back on.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So the tag match was great, and then we get to the junior heavyweight title match.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much exactly what I said about House of Torture in the Discord, where they really need to figure out what they're doing with this stable, because the tactics that they used when Evil was there doesn't really hit the same now that he's not there. It just seems repetitive and boring.
Yeah, it's time to evolve as a faction.
And I also made the comparison to Chaos about how when Nakamura left, Okada basically revamped the whole stable and basically changed the way it acted and identified itself. And
Exactly.
I think that's what House of Torture need to do as well.
Yeah, they need to revamp the organization because then they can grow.
And I think with Red Narita being the leader now, it should have been more of like a heelish faction. Similar, it could basically just be a rebooted Suzuki-gun, basically a heel stable that specializes in wrestling.
Yeah, and just beating the hell out of people as well.
Yeah, because they have the talent to be able to have all of these like technical wrestling masterclasses, but they just rely on the same cheap tactics that now don't work.
It is disappointing.
Because thinking about it, then this is something because thinking about it, just as like a general thing, Red Narita is a very talented wrestler, and he doesn't need all of the shenanigans that come along with being a part of the House of Torture as the leader.
What's this?
And one thing I wanted to mention is that Chris Charlton actually made a point of that during one of his tag matches, where they mentioned that while it wasn't clean in the G1 last year, that he managed to out wrestle and beat Zack Sabre Jr.
And it was a good match as well.
Yeah, which was painful to admit, but it was a good match.
To be fair, this was early Ren Narita days, like as a fully established member of the House of Torture. To be fair, so he hadn't completely turned yet. He was still in the process, but he hadn't fully became part of it. You know what I mean? Like it was the change at that point.
Oh yeah.
There's this new weird thing about StreamYard. I think it's absolutely kind of bloody weird. But let's see how this now looks. Let's see if I now bring. There we go. What's up, mate? Never slide. Oh, I can't slide down. I need another member because then it'll shift you and then it'll go in that way. Good to see you, mate. All smiles. Front and center.
What's up, Zach?
Yes. Good to have you
I'm
on.
glad everybody's gone.
Like I say, I've been making changes.
Mm-hmm. Changes that have reflected very well today.
That's the plan.
But
you know,
I think it was Josiah. I think you said this, but like that he left voluntarily or something like that. Is that what the?
Yeah, he quit. Yeah.
So. Yeah, I mean, and that's what prompted me to say that in the chat. Like nepotism is, I mean, that's everywhere, but like, it is crazy that like, at some point in time, like, yeah, the SmackDown storylines have not been good.
Yeah. I wonder if it's similar to like your job, where like either like there's not going to be like redundancies, but they're planning changes where they're going to outsource work. But basically, what the plan is either they're going to try and find you a role or you've got to leave. I think he was basically given a choice. Either you're going to be put in a role that isn't for you or you just have to go, and he's decided just to quit. But like there's weird things that are coming out as well about Triple H that had me and Josiah laughing earlier on as well. Like apparently Triple H doesn't want to be a babyface booker. And I'm like, what the heck? What the hell does that even mean? Like
that he's not gonna put over. Like, does that mean that WrestleMania will be heels being put over? I think if it's the right person, it's the right person.
Wait, no, it's like
the full thing's now on the full thing's on the community tab. Like I put the full thing on the community tab now.
Yeah, it's saying that basically he can't, like, they feel like it's difficult for him to be seen as like this brilliant booker because of how things have been going compared to how it used to be.
Like he's afraid to take,
and it's almost like
afraid to take criticism.
And it's like essentially they feel like the way that he's booked shows recently has changed the way that the viewers online have perceived him. And they're basically saying that they don't see any way that he can go back to the positive, the sort of positive adulation that he was getting before, unless he tries to do things with less like pivots and all of that nonsense, because all it does is seem like he doesn't know what he's thinking about, or he doesn't really have a plan for the future, and just stick to doing what he was doing before, which was making things basic but actually interesting.
It is weird.
Yeah,
but is he saying that, like, viewed as a babyface booker, like meaning like he's liked, or meaning that?
yeah, it's like
It's like people pleasing.
they're meaning like people being like
okay, yeah, because I
liked
thought
by fans for his booking.
Yeah, like I took it literally as like, because he's not putting over, like, storyline culminations are heel based. Like, it should be the heel getting over. Like,
Yeah. It's basically how the online community have perceived and turned on his booking. That's what they're trying to deem him. Is this so that when they say like a babyface booker, they mean more so like him as a booker. They don't see him being this crowd favorite anymore.
But what's strange about him though is, like, when you look at it, they've said it themselves in separate podcasts they've went on. Like, himself and Nick Khan have literally went on and called, like, they've basically said that our opinions
we don't matter.
They said we don't matter, but we do matter because our voices actually dictate if the product's actually good as well. Like, we're fans. We may not like what's going on, but we're fans. Like, we're giving our honest opinions. Are you trying to tell us that we've got to stay quiet? Like, we shouldn't be allowed to voice problems? Or we're supposed to say everything's great? If it did that, I would be a massive hypocrite. Like, that's... Like, I can't do that. Like, I when I'm watching these, I see things that people are overhyping. I'm like, that's not good. Like, I want it to be good, but I also want to see tangible evidence is good. And it's hard for me to say it is when, if I say the same thing here, I say something like, I don't like how things are being done. I'm not going to all of a sudden go to the next channel later on and say, oh, I think WWE is absolutely great, because then he's going to go, that's not what you said a couple of hours ago.
Right.
Like, I'm not going to, like, what you see is what you get. And I see with me, and when I see right now with WWE, I don't see tangible evidence that they are actively trying to get better now. If they are moving Road Dogg on because he is seen as part of the problem, then you have to bring in, as you say, somebody who doesn't fit the mold of a nepotist appointment. It has to be somebody who has fresh ideas, will get ideas over, and they genuinely listen, like a William Regal or a Bobby Roode or a Chris Parks. Don't shut them down. Like,
I would love that. Yeah.
Like, you've got to move out Michael Hayes. You've got to move out, with all fairness, Triple H has to go. You have to move out Bruce Pritchard. Yes, they've got years of experience, but
does Heyman have a shot at doing that? Like, after Mania, like with all that stuff going, maybe
I think Heyman.
I mean, he's on Raw Creative. This is more so SmackDown. Is he not?
No, he's just there, like, helping out with the. Like, he deals with, like, the visions creative, but he doesn't do, like, the overall. He's basically what people
so essentially
Brian. He's Brian
so
Gilbert.
Basically just on-screen talent, basically.
Yeah,
I'd love to see like a Scott D'Amore. It's like, outside.
I think it's possible, but because of how TNA treated him, I think he'd be very hesitant about going to WWE after the fact that TNA got rid of him when he was just trying to help the product grow.
Oh.
It wouldn't surprise me if you see Scott D'Amore and at some point move into AEW while still maintaining control of Maple Leaf Wrestling, like maybe a consultancy role or something. But like, he is somebody.
Josh Alexander's the champion, so it makes sense.
Because let's be real, I've met Scott D'Amore. Generally, one of the nicest human beings I've ever met. His creative ideas are great, and I don't know why you would get rid of him. Like, he actually cares about the business. And this is a guy who's got over 30 years of experience.
I've actually got an underrated shout here. What if Chris Jericho's return to WWE wasn't actually as part of any in-ring thing, but it was to be a part of creative? But
I feel like they would still use him. They'd still find a way to use him because he's too big a star. But I would love him. I'd love him.
They would use him initially, but then once his his retirement run and like his final match is over, that's what he then goes on and does. That.
like Kurt Angle when he became an on-screen GM.
Yeah.
Not like that. I mean, as in like Jericho, literally, like he's not an on-screen character anymore. As soon as he retires, he just goes to do creative.
I actually think Jericho would do great in a creative role. Like he's one of few. Like obviously, there's one person sadly who'll never make that jump, and that's Raven. Obviously, because of his deteriorating health, but he's another one. Like if Raven was still like physically capable and he didn't have his disease, I think Raven would have been one of the best in the business for creative when it comes to running a product. He's got one of the best minds. I actually think in a couple of years' time, Jeff Hardy will become part of creative. For any company, I think Jeff Hardy will become part of a creative organ, and I don't think that's a bad thing.
I think AJ Styles could be another as well, considering
he's going to be.
I was going to mention that too, but I feel like he's more of an agent.
He's going to be a trainer for young talent. That's what he says he's going to be. He's going to be a trainer, which is a shame because I think he'd be awesome. Like Christopher Daniels has proven his creative is good. I think there's so many out there who's got a knack for it, who gets it. But you have to get your ideas out there. You can't be afraid to not pitch something.
Yeah.
Because if Taker can run AAA, like God forbid, Bobby Roode could easily run WWE. I think that is for me. I think he's him or Chris Parks. I think is generally the best choice, especially when you see how creative they actually are. You give them free license, who knows what they can actually do with no interference from above. I would be very
Jason
interested.
Jordan's another good one as well.
Yeah, I think I like the Chris Parks thing because I think that because I love all the darker characters and I think he would put he would at least have one or two that would make. I mean, who knows what the Wyatts?
He'd at least I was going to say he'd at least make the Wyatts somewhat tolerable to watch.
Yeah.
Might even do something for blooming Dan Housen when he finally starts doing anything in WWE.
Oh no, there's nothing you can do with that guy.
Yeah, there's virtually nothing. See if he hadn't snorted cocaine on NWA TV. I think James Mitchell would have been really good for this. Even though he likes being a manager, I think if he hadn't snorted cocaine on an NWA show, I think he actually would
represent nowadays.
Nothing.
He still deals with. Last time I saw him, he was working with Havoc.
Jimmy Havoc?
No, the women's wrestler.
Oh,
ex-TNA Knockouts champ, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I liked that partnership. I also liked when he was with Sue Young as well. Like he's got a real knack for like the bizarre and twisted characters, like Judas Messias as well, and all that.
Yeah, I loved that short-lived gimmick in TNA. I really enjoyed that.
That bar match was so good.
Do you guys think that James Mitchell could do something with Zarya?
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
That's who I was also thinking about, Zarya. I mean, as long as he tells her, right, I'm not calling you this anymore, we're going back to Delta, then I'll be happy. Because what the hell of a name is Zarya? I prefer her being called. I'll always prefer calling her Delta.
Yeah.
But it does work. Like I can see that really well. He would get her over so well.
Yeah, I could see like a gimmick like that working really. And honestly, to some extent, let him be a cult leader and bring Ivy Nile into that.
Yeah,
like resurrect Ivy Nile with that. I could see Ivy Nile being a follower in that. And then I don't know if there's any other MMA off the top of my head that I can think of that aren't really doing anything.
I think he could do some with a few other talents that just fit the mold. Like that's one thing I did like about James Mitchell. He's not like in my top 5 greatest managers or anything, but he's in my like top 10 bracket. I've always liked James Mitchell, but like I like the way that he actually punctuates a storyline through his promo skills and his voice. Like he's that. He's almost like an even older, experienced version of Jake Roberts when it comes to promos. Like the way he talks about, the way he delivers. Like I used to always like the way he would do Click Doomsday when it came to Abyss before a Black Hole Slam. Like it was like little intricate things that's really good. And I'm like, you could really turn it.
Was he with?
He was with.
At all?
Yeah.
Was it Mikey Whipwreck that he was with or something?
Yeah, he's the one that got Mikey to dye his hair pink. when he did that return fatal 4-way match, he was
But
with.
was that the only person that he was with? He had to have been with other people.
He was with a few others. He had the Pitbulls as well for a bit of time. But like Mikey was definitely like his first step to singles, like running it, and then I mean TNA. The minute he got paired with Abyss, that was a match made in hell, in a positive sense. And the Judas Priest stuff, I agree they shouldn't have done. But to be fair, if you're going to turn, if you're going to turn Abyss babyface, it doesn't work with James Mitchell.
Speaking of Abyss and the Black Hole Slam,
just don't turn him face.
So Reese for the SWA, Mr. Teodoro, I told Nikki this. I said the finisher has to be called the Taylor Ham Slamwich.
Okay.
Because you know what I'm talking about, right? Because we do the breakfast questions with everyone.
Yeah.
And Taylor Ham is the North Jersey version.
I quite like that. To be fair, I think I called it something else. What was it? I think I said straight out of Jersey or something.
Yeah, it was something like that.
Yeah, it was like something like that. I mean,
I was gonna write in the chat like something about like, 'cause you know how Bam Bam's was greetings from Asbury Park. Mine was gonna be like, you don't need to go to Asbury Park or something like that.
Sick.
No,
that stream's next week as well. That's going to be absolutely insane. I'm going to be absolutely tired doing that stream because I'm doing so many characters all at once. Everyone will, like, whoever wants their characters done on that show will have to join through the Discord when I'm streaming, and basically that person will actually have to guide me to create their character, because this time the only character, like, there's only 2 characters like I'm like on that stream that I'll be making that I know inside out. The rest of them will come later, but like in terms of everyone else's like watches the channel, like your characters will be your own ideas this year. So we'll see how it goes, but it's going to be very interesting.
You're remaking, or just in terms of like what do you mean your own ideas?
Well, like, so Josiah's character in a way was based on the likes of Nakamura and all that. But this time I'm going to let him completely ideal like what he wants his attire to look like, his own way of work. So it's similar to yourself, like same thing. So like everyone's going to have an input basically on what they want. There's just some characters that nobody is allowed to touch. Like that will stay the same, like regardless, they will not change just because they work. So like Smoke will never change. Justice is Blind will never change because everybody likes that character. His name is Jeff will never change because he's just too funny. Like there's some things that just won't change. Everyone else's character will, and my character will never change.
Fair enough.
Because I've used it for nearly 20 years.
Nice. Looking forward to it. Well, guys, I got to pop out and get ready for our stream here. But thanks for having me on, Reese.
Good seeing you.
Great hearing from you.
Yeah.
Catch you all later.
See you in a bit. It's always good to see Nick. He is a good guy. And do check out Nick Club Happy Hour on YouTube, guys. It is a very welcoming channel. I do recommend it. Always recommend it. So, back to New Japan, that main event. You're right. Like the style doesn't work, and that's why I quite like Dookie trying to change it. He's trying to change it for himself, but it's not working.
Yeah,
like he's stuck. Dookie's dead. They may as well rename him now to Decky.
Shit.
Or that too. Shuki.
No. That should have been him and Show's tag name.
Nah, I would have called him Shugly. Oh, but no, we can't. That's totally different. You guys will not know what that means. So, because that's Scottish slang. Obviously, the women's podcast is very important. Yep. And yourself, good man. Thank you. Always good seeing you. You're always welcome on here. You know that. Well, that's just funny. So, 74 there. We are, again, joint over 200 views. We're doing really well. We're just peace. We're just well and good. Everyone watches in the right way. But here is the major question. Tournament setting. It is women only. It's going to be completed by the ladies.
Mm-hmm. It will.
Well, I know for a fact it'll be completed by Tammy because we know that Tammy absolutely loves Stardom. But to be fair, we all love Stardom on here. Well, in terms of watching women's wrestling, we all do. But will you be planning to watch any of the Cinderella tournament? Because I absolutely will be.
I'll definitely watch the final, but in terms of the rest of the tournament, it kind of depends on how they fall in regards to all of the other wrestling shows.
Who have you got to win it?
Now you see, I would have said Momo if she wasn't injured, but because she's injured, she's obviously not an option.
Yeah.
I'm also gonna go off on a limb and say that it's not going to be Shuri because that would be too obvious.
Yeah, there's no way that the champion is going to win.
No. Because when does the champion ever win anything? He's dead.
Except Okada.
Yeah, but that's AEW. That doesn't count as.
Even in New Japan.
No, but he never won the G1 as champion.
He still won our rights. He won our rights. Bigger difference. Do you need a reminder of the tournament participants?
Yeah.
Okay, let me just quickly get them. There's Lollipop Lady.
Lollipop Lady's in the tournament.
No, it's just funny. Yeah, so the Cinderella tournament actually starts today and it's on tomorrow. And then the next one is the 15th. So the participants are... In fact, if I can just put them onto a word, if I put them on a dot where it's easier. Instead of sharing the Discord again, it's just a lot of effort. Sup, Daz? Good to see you. So the names are, I'm going to, if I can split them, there we go. Actually, this will work. If I do it this way, yeah, there we go. Do you think Darby Allin has a match at Revolution? Probably. Even though he doesn't deserve it after this week's performance. I'm gonna say it straight up, like the fucking match was horrible.
Mm-hmm.
There's your names for the tournament. I'll make it slightly bigger for you. There's only one CMLL participant as well. And that's Tabitha. But these are your participants. What are you thinking? So you've got Hanan, Seiya Ida, Momo Kogo, Yuri Hime, Bea Priestley, Natsuope, Saori Anu, Yuna Mitsumori, Sayaka Karara, Aya Sakura, which I believe is Tammy's pick to win it. You've got Saki Kashima, you've got Hina, Lady C, Tomoka Inaba, Rana Yagami. Then on the other side, which is just a split, you've got Kyoka Katatsu, you've got Miyu Amasaki, Rina Yamashita, Akira Kurogan, Rina, Fukigen Def, Azusa Inaba, Zenya, Hanako, Waka, Tsukiyama, Ryan, which is funny enough, that's exactly how my brother spells his name, Maki Ito, and Kanea, Kikyo Furusawa, Fuwa-chan, and then Tabata. I also would have went Momo, to be fair, if she'd been in it, but she's not, so I'm probably going to go with... I'm probably going to go with Xena or Maki Ito. But I can tell...
I want Maki Ito to win. I just think she's hilarious.
She is brilliant. I do like watching her, to be fair.
I'm also interested to see how Bea Priestley does in this tournament as well. Obviously, being one of the Brits in Japan.
Absolutely. Let's have a look. If I just go quick to Stardom, let's have a look. Cinderella 2026. Because they did actually start. Let's have a look at. Oh yeah, night one was already on. Let's have a look and see if we're actually still in it in terms of not being screwed. Oh, we're okay. So first round match, Ryan actually defeated Yuna Mitsumori. So she's actually out. Rana Yagami defeated Waka Tsukiyama. Natsupoi defeated Tabata. And Hanako versus Yurahime ended in a draw. They both went to a time limit. Both went over the top rope. They're both eliminated. Aya Sakura got a bye to the quarterfinals. Maki Ito beat Kikyo Furusawa. And Saori Anu defeated Fuwa-chan. Actually, that was also a draw. Maki Ito's went to the quarterfinals already. And then Hanan defeated Momo Kogo via backdrop hold. So we've got Maki Ito and Aya Sakura both buys already to the quarterfinals. That's strong.
Yeah.
So at least so far we're doing well.
And I find it interesting that they've booked it that way as well.
I wonder if that's going to be the final.
Are they on opposite sides?
I don't think so. I'll have a look, see how they actually do the bracket. I want to have a look, actually. How do they do that? Because the matches will also be on their YouTube as well, I'm pretty sure. You've stumbled into unknown. Well, I didn't want that. I want to see the brackets. Women's field. That's it. Oh, never mind. It just lists 32. It doesn't even list the brackets. That's crap. I wonder if it'll be on here. So never mind. It's just so they have. It's a 9-day tournament, but they've not actually put up the brackets. So round one. Well, the first two matches of round one. Oh, sorry, the first days for round one is today and tomorrow in Nagoya. March 8th on Sunday is round 2 in Korakuen Hall. March 11th, the quarterfinals again in Korakuen Hall. And then the semi-finals and the finals on March 15th in Yokohama Budokan. So literally next Sunday is the final, the day of Revolution.
Yeah. Lots for the ladies to cover there.
I know for a fact Tammy will definitely want to talk about it. But yeah, couldn't get I can't get the brackets for it. It doesn't show, which is really annoying. So we'll just have to watch the matches just to see who can get there. At least we're not predicting this tournament because I'd rather just watch and enjoy this tournament because I think it's going to be really good. And to be fair, Stardom always delivers when it comes to their top tournament. Like the Cinderella tournament always does well. And then we are going to round up tonight's show. We are going to round it off with AEW. You, sir. I know, Dan, you can finally speak again. But in respect to Josiah's,
waiting patiently.
Yep, in respect to Josiah's rage, I'm going to do this. Oh, wrong one. Hold on 2 seconds. Let me update this field. Just you stay still. Just you stay still. Let me fix this.
I'm not a mime.
What it's done is it's really buggered me off. There we go. Camera slot. There we go. If I put him in here and then I remove that media view, and then I'll shrink this one down here. Full scale assault on the chat. We're just going to sit and listen to Josiah's rage for a little bit, which is going to be absolutely hilarious. I'm just going to round that, and then I'm going to make this, and then I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to... Don't want to do... Fuck off. And then I'm just going to round these corners. And I'm going to call this one the rant view. And now I'm just going to go bish bash bosh. There you go, mate. I'm going to sit like this.
Okay. So, to start with, you have the tag team match between Orange Cassidy and Darby Allin taking on Clark Connors and Gabe Kidd. A match that was atrocious to begin with, which for an Orange Cassidy match, you're not really surprised. You're never going to get anything special from him and his matches.
Not to mention AEW standards. Not to mention AEW standards of matches. It was dreadful.
Yeah. And we've seen them do some dreadful matches lately.
Yep.
So, and if that wasn't bad enough, at the end of the match, you have an idiot with a shillelagh coming in and attacking Orange Cassidy and Darby Allin.
Oh, he's not happy, guys. He's not happy.
And that idiot is David Finlay, who, for some reason, has decided to leave this new budding faction in New Japan with loads of potential to go to America, sign for AEW, and fit into a roster that has no direction for him. Basically, that's.
And before anyone thinks that we are shitting on AEW here, we're not. Like, we've said the same thing for the longest time. there is certain talent that does work in AEW, and there's some talent that just does not work. And it's the same with WWE as well. Coming in from Japan, there's some talent that works, and there's some talent that doesn't. David Finlay doesn't work in either promotion. We wish him well.
No.
Well, we sort of wish him well.
Let's wish him well. We'll be watching closely to see how he gets on.
But
I can tell you all now. We can all tell you now that this isn't going to go the way that you think it will.
Because it's simply, you've got the past 3 leaders of the Bullet Club in there, but we all know that that's not enough.
No. It's pretty much the only thing that's there for him is the Jay White feud. And after that, there's nothing else.
A reunion with Kenny. Actually, not even that. A first meeting with Kenny and a
they
reunion.
They didn't have any.
Exactly. So it'd be a first meeting and a reunion with Will Ospreay, but that's not enough.
And we've already seen that in New Dash.
So I wonder if what they do is if they do try and take him in a new direction, like could they find something new for him? And if they do, then good, because we have said for a while, to be fair as well, that we do want to see something new for him. Yeah. But how we get to that is tricky because it's not his type, and it did take Will Ospreay quite a while to understand. Still doing a similar style of wrestling, but it was on American TV where he has to adapt to the Americanisms as well. It's not easy, and it took Will Ospreay a while too.
Mm-hmm. And my other issue with the whole maybe they're doing something different is they've just stuck him back with the same people that he was with before this.
Yeah. What would have made this better is if he attacked Gabe Kidd as well.
Yeah. For all of the Death Rider shenanigans that he's been getting up to.
Although they could
have that unpredictability as well.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Although, to be fair, what if he does, though? Like, what if he actually does turn on Gabe?
I would like that.
Would you like if it was the other way around?
I don't think it works the other way around.
Mm.
Because Gabe doesn't have any logical reason to do that to Finlay when he was the one that left first to go and do all of the Death Rider stuff.
Because you know for sure that he'll feel betrayed by Gabe's behavior.
Yeah. And there was also a weird pitch that I saw online that maybe that because Mox is more of a babyface and the Death Riders are all heels, maybe using this new war dogs in AEW, maybe that's how they get John Moxley out of the Death Riders meeting.
Okay. Hello, Aaron. What's up, guys? Set an alarm. Fuck, are you guys looking forward to WrestleMania 42 in 2026? 2026 has potential to be a good year. Are we looking forward to WrestleMania 42? Not really, but we never know what will happen. They certainly have to make a lot of effort for it, though. And at the minute, they aren't. But the question is, are you looking forward to it?
For myself, not currently. But what they've currently got on the card at the moment is just not looking good. Really not looking good. I'm concerned about what they are going to be pulling, especially with all titles as well, because essentially they should be putting all titles on the line at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
But my sneaky suspicion is they're not going to do that. And I am not looking forward to all this. I'm not looking forward to all these segments what's going to come in as well, because I've got this sneaky suspicion since they've changed the timing as well. They're going to make this. They know it's going to go. They know their show's going to go over. I think this is why they've tried to make it a little bit earlier, so then that way it's not running over too late. So concern there is they're gonna really drag it out with segments what are just gonna be absolutely pointless.
So Aaron says he is looking forward to Mania. He says some surprises like I'm assuming Greenberg's meant to say Goldberg, but Greenberg is funny because Goldberg was always green anyway.
Yeah.
And he says Chris Jericho. Announcement on Guess You Need to Be with the Death Rockets anymore. Is that meant to be Death Riders? I'm just asking what you mean by that. Sorry. I'm assuming that's what he means. I don't know. But of course, Aaron, we do appreciate your comments. Thank you so much. Keep coming as well. Keep them in the chat. Please do. If you are watching, if you are new to the channel, please do like, share, and subscribe. Really do appreciate it.
There was also the obviously the graphic after the show where Tony Khan announced that all of the dogs are all elite.
Yeah, they've all signed.
And this then led to some very questionable social media posts from Gabe Kidd.
Mm-hmm. He says he's not turned his back on New Japan. And he's still all New Japan.
That's what he says.
But you can't.
But then his Twitter posts seem to suggest otherwise.
Play Jack Johnson doesn't need to be with the Death Riders anymore. I don't get this one. I'm sorry. I don't know what that is. I really hope to God that, as you said, I hope the War Dogs, or the Dogs as they're just called, I hope they don't somehow end up neutered and join the Death Riders. Because what are you going to have, the War Riders? That just sounds so sad. Or the Death Dogs. That just sounds crazy in a creepy way.
But yeah, I guess the moral of this whole story is when you're addressing fans of a wrestling company that you're supposedly supposed to be all in for, don't make claims that you can't back up.
Especially now that Yota Tsuji's officially lived up to his word more than Gabe Kidd, although we'll find out at Forbidden Door.
That we will.
Moving on, Josiah. Go on.
I thought that was it pretty much. That was all I needed to really say on that.
He's not happy with AEW. He doesn't want to do the rest of the show. You did at least see the two major title matches.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go with the more obvious one first. What was your thoughts on the fact that the original main event was supposed to be Tekla defending against Catherine's best friend, but it was then changed to Protocada Open or Protocada Aussie versus Jet Speed with a terrible cowboy, is what we'll call him.
Well, I don't know. It's just whatever, I guess.
You're really not happy, are you?
It just this episode of AEW didn't really make any sense to me at all.
Mm-hmm. Even for the match quality that we still got, it didn't really tie in.
The only good match we've got really was the match that should have been the main event, which was the women's title match.
Yeah, that was really good. And I'll even give credit to Thunder Rosa. She actually did show up. And
she didn't sandbag anyone.
And she was willing to put the champion over.
Improve. Someone who wasn't, however, is who we now know is Tekla's
Why
next
would you?
opponent. Is Chris
Why would you
Statlander.
retract? Why would you retract your comments? He's literally retracted all his comments. Why? You were actually fine. I mean, some of the names didn't work, but why would you retract your comments? Like, your comments are okay. You didn't say anything negative. You didn't say anything abusive. You don't have to retract your comments, Aaron. Why would you retract your comments? Especially when I actually appreciate your opinions. I actually really do. They're refreshing. And that's the whole point. Don't retract your comments. Don't retract. That's all I ever ask from people. But yeah, I did really enjoy the women's match. I thought Tekla was outstanding. Like from the whole thing, like I thought like the way that she sold Thunder Rosa's chops as well.
Yeah.
Let's say Will Ospreay does come out at the who plays some Will Ospreay's first match should be Kenny Omega. If you're talking about his return, his return match against Kenny, I don't think that would be a wise move, but that should be a match follows in AEW. But his first return bout, I don't know. I think that's very risky. Thunder Rosa, I don't think will be champion again, though, Aaron. If I'm being honest, I don't think she'll hold that belt again, especially with all the younger talent that's coming up. And to be honest, unless she gets injured, they should never take the belt off Tekla. I actually don't think there's anybody in AEW from a women's side that's actually better. It's actually in the AEW division. Because obviously Ring of Honor, there's two. But but the actual AEW women's division, she's by far the best they have.
They're just going to keep feeding her Chris Statlander for the end of time.
What's your reactions to the stipulation they've announced for the rematch?
What's the stipulation again?
2 out of 3 falls.
Oh.
Sigh.
Yeah.
Seeing the match once is bad enough. Having to see it twice, or at least 3 times, is not ideal.
I know.
There's just no words for it. That's all I say.
That's for sure. What's Catherine? Catherine saying something.
Oh Lord.
So Catherine. No, I'll tell you what she sent. It's actually really funny. She actually sent a picture of how Road Dogg should have left left WWE. And she did this. Oh wait, hold on, I need to remove this background first. 2 seconds. This is absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, that's funny.
Good for choking Road Dogg out of WWE creative.
It's ending his career.
Yeah, it's a 2 out of 3 falls. Yeah, it's a 2 out of 3 falls match for it. It'll be really good. But it has to be the end of Statlander in this one.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she can't get another match.
No. Not a chance.
Yeah. I don't like her as a champion. And she's had enough title matches, so we can move on. All right, we're retracting again. But I'm not a fan of that. No. And then, of course, Hangman and Jet Speed lost their championships, but 2 out of the 3 get an immediate rematch at Revolution.
Mm-hmm.
Protocada Aussie versus Mystical Jet Speed.
Mm-hmm.
What do we think about that? I actually like that, to be honest.
Yes, I think that's a great matchup.
It keeps Hangman away from Jet Speed.
Yeah.
And it means that once he loses to MJF, he has no belts and no world title opportunity.
Yeah. Which is very funny.
Yeah. What about you, Dan? Your thoughts to that?
This is actually the first I've heard this, because obviously there's the one thing I ain't catched up on yet. Oh God, that one you may need to come back to for me on that. But I think the best thing, I think the best thing I could probably say right now is just mixed feelings on it.
Mixed feelings is actually a fair way to put it. A lot of people are actually surprised that it's Mystical. Like, I think a lot of people did not expect like Mystical to actually go into a title picture like that straight away, especially when he's too busy with his CMLL World Light Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a fair way to put it, Aaron. That's a fair way to put it. The only thing is, though, I like the team, but it also raises a bigger problem. It's the same 3 people that are holding titles, or now Mark Davis has now got one. Why does it have to be Protocada? Like, why can't it not be other people who are trying to get themselves established holding the championship? Why is it? Why not them? You've got so many other members of this group. Like, why is it not Lance Archer, Mark Davis, and Hechicero, for example?
Yeah, that's true.
That's my only thing.
I would have loved the variety.
Yeah, because we don't even know.
Although I understand why they've gone with the 3 that they've gone with, but
it also
because of all the connections. But it just feels like title hogging unnecessarily. Just
and also the Freebird rule is not in effect.
Yeah,
because the Freebird rule in AEW is banned.
Which in itself is stupid.
Yeah, they should be allowed to use the Freebird rule. But my biggest question, and it might be the final talking point of the night. Of course, we are back tomorrow. Tomorrow is... Oh, it's SWA tomorrow. It's actually... We're going to get to... I'm actually thinking tomorrow what we'll do is we'll start early. We'll start early because there is actually a pay-per-view coming up as well on the actual SW, which is Surviving the Chair. So I'm thinking we use that as the final pay-per-view of 2K25, which will then allow 2K26 to start fresh. Kind of. But that means you guys also have a big part to play in the pay-per-view, so you'll be ready for it. But the final talking point I have for this, it's another this is going to be another back-to-back event where the International Championship actually isn't defended. Since the split, Okada's not defending his title.
Well, I mean, like, there's no one really for him to defend it against.
I mean, surely they can think of singles opponents that work for him, but they're not doing it.
And literally everyone's busy with someone else.
Is this a hint that maybe they should just retire the international title?
No, Near enough, essentially, at the
Potentially, yeah.
moment.
Because even Ricochet's not defending the national title at Revolution.
No.
The
Which he should, considering he keeps getting beat by Jack Perry.
Exactly. Which is a logical choice to have Jack Perry beat him. Look at the titles that aren't going to be defended on this event. The international title, the TNT title, the TBS title. Because we don't know if Monet is going to
tag titles, I don't think.
Women's tag titles won't be defended. The way they're doing, they haven't got anyone lined up.
And this is the issue. We've just mentioned 3 separate wrestlers that have 2 belts that aren't defending their main belt.
Exactly. But then you do look at the current card, and you've got Bandido versus Andrade, which isn't even for the Ring of Honor World Championship, which would have been okay anyway.
No, so there's another title that's not being defended.
I think they want to avoid a 50-50. But you've got 8 matches. One of them is disgusting. And now
I'm assuming that's the Tekla versus Statlander match.
No, Big Boom AJ versus to be announced.
Why is that happening? Can we admit that from the predictions? Because I don't even.
We're not going to
wrestling.
We're not going to include him. Don't worry. Yeah. That match is not going to be.
Because I don't even count that as wrestling.
Yeah. We're not. It's probably going to be that Rosser guy or some random from California.
It's going to be Big Shows.
Probably. So we're not including it. The card right now for Revolution is MJ versus Hangman, Last Chance Texas Death Match, which should have been an I Quit match in my opinion, or an Iron Man. FTR versus the Bucks for the tag titles. No time limit match for the Continental title, Moxley versus Takeshita. Then you've got Andrade versus Bandido, non-title. Then you've got Brody King versus Swerve. Then you've got Tekla versus Statlander, 2 out of 3 falls for the Women's World Championship. And then you've got Pro Okada Aussie versus Mystical and Jet Speed for the Trios titles. Double or Nothing, we'll wait and see. I'm not sure about that.
How many matches is that so far?
If you're excluding Big Boom versus Bobag of whoever that's going to be, that's 7 matches.
So we can expect at least 2 more matches.
Yeah, because they like to go close to 10 at least.
So I would expect Marina Shafir and Toni Storm to have a match on this show
and close out their feud once and for all.
Hopefully,
which it needs it.
Yeah.
But then they'll probably get Mark Briscoe, Darby Allin, and Orange Cassidy versus the Dogs or something like that.
Yeah. But as it looks,
and hopefully, just as a selfish thing, I'm hoping that this is where Roderick Strong shows up again and turns heel.
Yeah, he really needs to. 5 from these 7 matches are titles, but there's still a lot of championships that aren't even being defended.
Yeah, it's weird. It feels like it's weird. The majority of the matches on this card are title matches, but it still feels like there aren't enough.
Mm-hmm. Especially when you've got 3 separate mid-card type championships, which is really much overkill.
And at the bare minimum, I feel like they should also do Babes of Wrath versus Lina Cross and Megan Bates.
For the tag titles.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then have the Babes of Wrath drop them so that Willow can actually defend her title.
Yeah, because even then she's not defending the TBS title.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing from Mercedes Moné anyway. We know that, which is okay because she's still recovering. But she's got her match against Persephone coming up, which will be really good.
Mm-hmm.
We know that it looks like the next feud for FTR post the Bucks, it's going to be something to do with Tommaso Ciampa.
Yeah. And hopefully it doesn't involve Johnny Gargano because I will lose my mind.
Yeah, let's not.
Maybe they do Cope and Ciampa until Christian's bet me.
Not a bad shout. The only thing is though, right? You see, because there's no time limit, you still can't interfere to Moxley, Takeshita. Still, regardless, you still can't interfere.
Mm.
I do wonder how long they're actually going to go.
I'm hoping that it's the opener and it gets half an hour.
Is it crazy that I actually think they could go 40?
No.
I mean, they could, but I think you risk taking too much out of the crowd if they do that.
Well, see if they only add one more match to the card. If they only add
one more, then they can do it. But they're gonna add more than one, but just off of historical data.
It wouldn't surprise me if they just do a 25-minute match just so Moxley gets the 5 minutes he begged for.
Well, no, because there's no time limit, so that doesn't make any sense.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, no time limit just to do a 25 minutes because Moxley didn't get his extra 5 minutes that he asked for. It would be funny. I just hope Takeshita the question is, will Takeshita come out with the TV title?
Yeah, I think he will, because that will be it's kind of the battle of the time limit champions.
Mm-hmm. And as it stands right now, the better one is Moxley.
Well, yeah, because Takeshita's only just won the belt, which you weren't happy with at all, which...
Yeah. It really is.
And that also leads me to a whole other situation. What is Takeshita going to do with that belt?
I don't know.
I guess we'll find out after the New Japan Cup.
Yeah, I suppose. It is strange.
Maybe they give Aaron Wolf that belt, man.
Redeem himself.
Because I was thinking, for as much as we've been saying that they've ruined him, we do still have to remember that he is technically a young lion.
Yeah, it makes sense. Like, you've got to slap about the young guy like that, I suppose.
It's just not realistic because of what he's accomplished outside of wrestling.
Yeah. I still can't get over the crazy about some things.
I just don't like all of the Don Farley involvement in Aaron Wolf matches.
Don't worry, nobody likes Don Farley.
Of all the people from House of Swords that you can involve, you pick him.
I know. We've all suffered in the worst way. But hey ho. One thing that is for sure, in the nicest way, is we are going to say thank you, but we are back tomorrow. Mm-hmm. And we are back tomorrow because tomorrow, officially on the cards, is Danger Dan making his SWA debut as the 2K25 version comes to an end. But I also have one big announcement to make as well for the SWA. He will challenge because he's now in the division. Josiah will challenge for the Spirit of the Aero Steel Championship tomorrow, which is
I don't know what that belt is.
Formerly known as the Interglobal Chaos Steel Championship, is officially the upper mid card championship. Okay. You're not going for the former Carbon Steel Championship, which is now the Carbon Steel Openweight division. You're not competing for the Cold Steel Puro TV Championship. You're competing for the Spirit of the Aero Steel Championship. The question is, can you win the green belt with the wolf on it? You will compete for that tomorrow in the main event of Cold Steel Puroresu, which is obviously the men's show. You will compete in the main event. But will you be able to take it all the way to survive in the steel chair? That is the pay-per-view. All in one tomorrow, triple header.
I guess you'll all have to wait and see tomorrow.
Yep, triple header, of course. Dan, you will be competing for the Cold Steel Puro TV title.
Sweet.
And then there will be some things involved. All you got to do is be there. So I'm going to start that stream tomorrow. And I don't care when anyone says I have to start early. We will be streaming all the way through. I'm going to cap the TVs. I'm going to cap the TVs to a certain number of matches so we can get to the pay-per-view. So both TVs will be 6 matches and the pay-per-view will be 10. 10 or 12. I haven't decided yet. But one thing is for sure. We're in for a good laugh. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us all tonight. We will see you tomorrow. And don't forget, we are the Weekly Steelchair. This was an alternative Just For You Guys podcast, but Temple will return. He's probably had a long day, to be fair. So, see you all tomorrow, gents. Thanks, everybody. See you later. And today, our time comes to an end. This has been another exciting stream. Thank you very much for watching. And also, remember, if you get cracked over the head with a steel chair, you're not going to get concussion. You're just going to come back here. Goodbye.